Hello everyone, my name is Caio Nunes from the Federal University of Ceará, and I'm here to present our work, Echoes of Player Experience, a literature review on audio assessment and player experience in games. Audio has been a significant part of digital games since their inception, from the beeps of Tennis for Two in '58 to the iconic sounds of Space Invaders in the '70s. Over the years, technological advances have not only improved the quality of game audio, but have also made it an integral part of the overall gaming experience. Although there is existing research on audio in games and PX influence, the complexities of how audio influences players' emotions, engagement, and immersion are still not fully understood, which leads us to our research. Our primary goal in this literature review is to understand how the impact of audio on player experience have been evaluated in academic research. Specifically, we wanted to identify trends, challenges, and gaps in the current body of work. To guide our review, we formulated three research questions. First, we wanted to know what approaches, instruments, and methodologies are currently being used to evaluate the impact of audio on PX. Second, we explored which specific PX constructs are being assessed in these evaluations. Finally, we aim to identify the main challenges that researchers face when trying to evaluate audio in the context of player experience. To answer these research questions, we conducted a literature review following Creswell and Creswell guidelines. First, we identified keywords related to our topic. These keywords were then applied to Scopus IEEE in ACM databases, resulting in 481 researches. We filtered these results down to 26 papers, which were then organized thematically. The final step was to summarize the findings and produce a literature map that visually represents the trends and gaps in the resulting researches. As an overview of the publications, we mapped contributions from 17 countries, with the United Kingdom leading at 50.7%, or 6 authors, followed by the Netherlands, Denmark, and Germany, each with 10.5%, or 4 authors, and Africa had the lowest representation, with only 1 contributing author. 15 of the 26 evaluated games were in the prototype phase. Regarding platforms, most of the works evaluated games on PC, mobile, and VR. The most evaluated genre were first-person shooter, FPS, extra games and serious games, and arcade. Regarding audio types, 88% of the papers evaluated sound effects, 56% of the papers evaluated music, and 36% of the papers evaluated speech and dialogue. Some studies evaluated the influence of specific acoustic properties such as specialization and reverberation, but mostly evaluated the presence and or absence of audio in the PX. Regarding evaluation methods, we found that the majority of studies used a mixed method approach, combining both quantitative and qualitative analysis. Questionnaires like SAM, PANAS, PENS, and EMI were the most common instruments, often paired with psychological measurements and interviews. As for the constructs being evaluated, we identified 54 different constructs considered in the studies. Immersion was the most common, present in 42.3% of the studies, followed by arousal and affect, investigated in 26.9% of the studies. Lastly, we identified 3 categories representative of the main challenges regarding audio and PX research. First, generalization and correlation of data. Generalizing correlating data across different game genres and audio types is difficult. The way audio affects players' experience in one genre, like FPS, may not apply to other game genres such as puzzle games. Compare different audio types such as music versus sound effects adds another layer of complexity, making it hard to draw consistent conclusions across studies. Second, audio customization and variation. Customizing and varying audio to match player preferences while maintaining its impact on experience is a challenge. Adjusting elements like volume or specialization can change how immersive or engaging the audio feels, but finding a way to measure these effects consistently remains problematic. Finally, audio games and accessibility. This category emphasizes the difficulties in providing training to translate visual information into sound, as well as maintaining equal engagement for the sighted players and the non-sighted players. It's also challenging to ensure the game is immersive for players with different hearing abilities. In conclusion, our research provides critical insights that can enhance game audio design. We emphasize the importance of mixed method approaches in PX and audio assessment, guiding future studies to better correlate subjective and psychological data for more accurate evaluations. We also underscore the potential of well designed audio to positively influence players' well being, offering new avenues for therapeutic and educational game applications. We also propose a future research agenda focused on expanding studies across various game genres, exploring the long term impact of audio on PX, and addressing current challenges in data correlation and generalization. We believe that our findings will contribute to a deeper understanding of the role of audio in games and help pave the way for a more refined and impactful research in this area. If you have any questions or would like to discuss our work, please feel free to reach out. Thanks for your attention.